Hey, everyone. We are back into yet another episode of your Controlling Your Monkey Mind. And here is what today we're going to cover. How to make gold out of rubbish, if I would be English. AKA, it's okay not to be perfect. Now, those of you who have been watching me yesterday, you know that I was preparing for the qualifying round for a club championship today. And when you think about this whole big scheme of things, that it's a qualifying round and blah, 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 you are thinking, okay, you have to be perfect because you are going against the younger generation. Yes, I can't believe I just said that. Some of the younger generation who have picked up golf when they were younger, when they were children even, and they are coming at you. So you have to be perfect. Well, I gotta tell you, and I gotta share with you one very important fact of your life for the rest of your life. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. It just doesn't exist. But it's so hard to think that way when you are a high achiever, when you are, most of you who are watching here who have accomplished so much so far in your life, and you want to be even more successful as you go forward. But I just want to tell you today what really happened, and I also want to tell you how to overcome that perfectionism. And there was a very, 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 very simple thing I did today that allowed me to be, yes, drum roll, still in contention for qualifying for those two precious spots for the finals. Okay? I know you want to know the secret, so I will tell you all. Okay, so championship today. Couple of things. What do bad holes teach you? And again, I'm talking golf, but this is all about life. So here's what happens. I was going really well, except I completely lost my driver swing. Like, I had no drive today. And those of you who know me at all, you know that I actually hit the ball very, very, very far for anyone, let alone a woman. So I usually even play with the guys from the back tees because my average is somewhere about 225, 230 yards. And today, my average rise was about 150, 170, because in the new swing development that we are doing, I totally either misunderstood something or I forgot something, whatever it was. Bottom line, that was this bad monkey mind going on saying, okay, wait a minute, we got a little problem here. Something is not right. That's what's going on. But here's what happened. And this is so important for you to understand. Perfect comes in a variety of different forms. If your drive, or let's say you are about to let's say you are applying for a job, right? And you know that there is one part of you that's not your strength. Maybe for that day, maybe usually it is your strength, but for that day, you just don't feel that you are on. It's not a problem because there are other parts that may come into the place. So, and they help you still complete the task that you have. So in my case, the driver was the bad monkey, right? It was not happening today. That monkey man was like, oh my God, I can't believe that the strength of my game is driving and putting, and I cannot do the drive. And of course, even the putting was a little shaky simply because, long story short, I'm not going to tell you that. Bottom line, I said to myself, okay, is there something else I can hang my perfectionist head on? Okay? Was there something else that I could do that helped me achieve my goal? So if you, let's say, go for an interview, or let's say you go for a you're trying for a promotion and you have a meeting with your boss, or you are trying to get a particular project because you know you are really made for that project. Let's forget the weaknesses, okay? So this puppy was out of the way. Driving wasn't working that way, okay? That day, today, driving wasn't that's it. We don't care. Let's look at the other aspects that we have. what does work that day. Because every day when you wake up in a different rhythm. You wake up with a different mentality. If you are enlightened, which I'm not, and not many of us are, then you can wake up with the same rhythm all the time. But if not, here's what you do. You look for that day's strength. You don't look for that day to be perfect. You don't look for every part of your life working that day, but is there anything that day is going to help you? So instead of, when you go into the bunker of your life, Moa, on the 10th hole today, and you don't get out in one because you make a bad decision of not using the right club, that is, you're not using, for example, the right verbiage with your boss, so you're not using the right conversation or the right type of writing in your email when you're asking for a meeting for a promotion, right? What you do is you recalculate. You find your next step, okay? If that helps, instead of talking to yourself negatively, oh God, I'm so stupid, I just messed this thing up. Say, okay, whoa. What can I do? And what I did today is, instead of talking negative self-monkey, what I'm proudest today and what I'm teaching you here today again is I snuck in the good monkey. Yes, this is our new member of our family. And I know I am a little crazy, but that's okay. That's part of who I am. I love to be good. This was the good monkey. This good monkey came in and quieted the bad monkey that was trying to get me out of my game. And this good monkey came in and said, you know what? That 54 wedge wasn't working. So how about, why don't we try that 62 wedge, which has been working for the first 9 holes perfectly fine. That is, think about this. What if you know, what if you learn your strength? This is this monkey. And you apply that strength to everything that you do in your life. So maybe you can be perfect, if you will, in one area of your life and build all those challenges around that. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be more interesting, exciting, instead of trying to be perfect in everything, right? I'm never gonna be that. I'm always striving. It's okay to strive, but I'm never gonna be that. So instead of the negative self-talk that I had sort of going on in that hole, I must admit there were 2 holes today that was not my best, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm human. It's gonna come out. That monkey gonna come out. Then, of course, that was the catastrophe of, I'm not gonna qualify. So that's like literally for 20 seconds, maybe 30. And then I said, wait, what can I do to continue to put the steps together? Even after when I made a mistake. Oh my God, I made a mistake. I'm human. What can I do after that? And this is what I've done. The rest of that round, I put together a round that I'm only 2 strokes, which is nothing. 2 strokes of qualifying. So next week, I can just go out there, give my best. And again, I am changing my swing, so I didn't even expect to be near this. But the reason why I'm there is because I was able to really quiet. And the moment I got out of that sand bunker, I said, whew, I literally was just breathing. And I said, calm down. The world did not collapse. Move on to the next one. So, no catastrophe. Now, the problem is when you have catastrophe like that, when you are a perfectionist, and this is one of those self-limiting thoughts that we have constantly messing up our monkey mind. The number one thing that happens is you start to get frustrated. But even worse is that you are becoming depressed because you cannot live up to that level that you set for yourself. And you know what's the other thing that happens? I wonder if you do. See if you can put it down in the comments. Maybe. What happens when you can't achieve the level that you are expecting of yourself? Yes, you sabotage every single step. You sabotage your own performance. You sabotage your own learning. And instead of getting that PowerPoint out to the boss in whatever shape it is in, for you to get that, either that project or that chance for pitch for a promotion, or just pitch for something, whatever you desire to do. Let me tweak this. Oh, let me tweak this. Let me do this one because it's just not perfect yet. And this is when you sabotage yourself out of all your chances. And I thought about this. God knows I thought about this morning. I did not feel ready. I have this swing that's developing. I did not feel ready. But what is life without trying even when you're not ready? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my final point for you today. Okay? Number one, you're going to have bad holes. You have to have overcome all those bad holes. You have to have, quote unquote, bad moments. Look for what you are great at. Okay, and build on that, and then you're going to overcome those bad holes. Number two, the negative self-talk, as soon as you hear it in your mind, just totally let it go. Take a deep breath. And the third one, which is what I really want you to do, just on one task. I'm asking you on one task in your life. You know that good old adage that you're supposed to aim, that you're supposed to get ready for something, whatever that is. You're supposed to aim, and then you're supposed to fire. Okay? Like I teach archery in college, and I always tell my students that, you know, you're supposed to set up, you're supposed to aim, you're supposed to get ready, so pull back that draw, you just pull back the string, okay? And kaboom, you fire, right? For us, high achieving perfectionists, from whom the perfectionism thoughts is a constant garbage that's going on in our head, I am challenging you. I'm challenging you not to get ready. Aim and fire. Don't do the get ready part. Because if you wait for yourself to get ready, you will never, ever, ever fire. Okay? So, how you can make gold out of rubbish is today. We had a lot of rain. We were playing out in the rain. I went out in my mindset that, okay, it's pouring rain. Most people not going to want to play in the rain. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to find what my strength is. Remember the first point? Find what your strength is. Today, driving was not my strength. Okay? So for you, there will be things on days that is not going to be your strength. But then I dug deep and I figured out what was my strength, what other people couldn't do today in a course. Guess what? I figured out how to play out of wet sand bunker better than anybody else. Hello? That was my strength. You find your strength, okay? So I made gold out of that rubbish weather that we had. And it was okay not to be perfect, because when we came in and we saw the results, we realized that even though there was all kinds of drama in one or two holes that this baby was creating in my mind, this one came about and said, you know what? No, because you have strengths, you are talented, you can do this, but the strongest part for us today was our mind. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to get you very, very far. So, please promise me, the next task, whatever task it's going to be, I want you to really just aim and fire. Okay? All right. Well, I hope this was useful for you today. And I hope you were able to find the analogy for yourself. And I will see you tomorrow with our third in line of those deepest, most mind-boggling, mind-chatter, self-limiting thoughts. I'm not going to give it to you today. I will tell you tomorrow. All right. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen, and see you tomorrow. Bye.